Hi Lauren, so as requested I'm going to do a little bit of a video for you with some voice exercises if you've got a difficult week ahead. Three things to pay attention to first of all. The most common reason for voices to go if you're doing a lot of talking is that you've got a lot of tension built up, that you're speaking off your optimum pitch, or that you haven't appropriately taken in the size of the room. So I'm going to take you through a range of exercises where we first of all try and get rid of the tension, then we look at how to make sure we're on our pitch, and then just a couple of things to think about when you're in whatever room you're in or shouting outside in the event or whatever. So having listened to you speak quite a lot, I actually don't think you talk off your optimum pitch too much, but maybe the tension thing might be more of an issue, so we'll just cover a load of things. You absolutely don't have to do all of these. Some might work better for others, but if I was leading a big warm-up, then these are some of the things I would do. So first of all, to get rid of tensions, particularly in the shoulders, you want to sort of lift them up, really scrunch them, and then put them down, and do that a couple of times. So lift them up and scrunch them down, and again lift them up and scrunch them down. Excellent. Also, just to point out, I'm sat in front of the fireplace at Kensington Palace. Do all of this stood up in a nice relaxed position. Think about your alignment. You can do some roll ups and roll downs so that your head is very nicely balanced on top of your shoulders. Circle your arms to get rid of extra tension as well, backwards and then forwards, just to get rid of anything in your shoulders and in your upper back. And then I have a lot of tension in my jaw, so I'll do a big old face massage, really taking care to get into the hinges of the jaw and just to wake up all the facial muscles, because if you get your facial muscles awake, then a lot of the pressure is being taken off of your throat and your voice and your jaw. So just get everything nice and awake. Do all of these for much longer than I'm doing them, just until you feel like your face is awake. And then after you've done that, just give your face a nice stroke down and sort of do a bit of a duh face, so you really try and relax everything. Then you're going to try and wake your face back up again by doing some exercises with your facial muscles. So I like to do pull-ups with the eyebrows. The ears can get involved as well. And then you can do chin-ups with your cheeks, like that. I hope you save this video forever, by the way. And then just scrunch your whole face up and then release it. So, and then do a big surprised face, and then scrunch up, and then release, and surprised face. Lovely. Chew with the face. That's really important. So you're always going to build up tension and waking up all the muscles. Again, do this for longer than I am. And then release. Do a little horse breath. Just start to wake up your breath here and in your diaphragm as well. And then stroke down again. And then you need to stretch your tongue out. Your tongue goes all the way down the back of your throat, so really bring it out. This I like to call the Disney princess exercise, because you're going to stretch your tongue out, imagining that it's on a long piece of string, whilst at the same time making weird Disney princess noises. So it goes, nice. Sexy even. Then you're going to wash your teeth with your tongue. If you do 5 one way, then 5 the other, then 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. So, mm, 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 mm. That should really hurt at the back by now. But you should definitely be starting to feel like your face is coming alive. What else have I got for you? I've got, you can massage your jaw hinges again there. This is a good one. Then really smile. Now drop your jaw, but keep the smile. And you should naturally go into a yawn. So do it again, 3 times in total. And vocalize the yawn. Ah! And one more time. Ah! A yawn is a really safe way to wake up your whole voice, so always feel free to yawn. And then you are going to start working your diaphragm. So breathe, take a deep breath in and breathe out on an F for as long as you can. And then hold with an empty lungs. Same again, but on an S. And when you get to the end, you've got no breath, continue to pulse on the S. And then just one more to wake up your diaphragm. 12 to 20 times make this noise. F-t, 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 f-t. Just keep doing it until it all feels nice and warm down here. It'll just encourage you to breathe more deeply when you speak. Now you're going to come onto the voice and you're just going to do some humming. And really think about sending your voice forward to the opposite side of the room. As you hum, also think of your voice going up and over backwards. So you're not forcing your voice forward, you're trying to fill the entire space around your head. And then eventually you're going to come out onto an R. So, do that 3 times. This is the moment where being on your right pitch becomes really, really important. If we talk off our pitch, our optimum pitch, then we're speaking on a weaker part of our voice, so it will naturally fatigue quicker. So the way to find your optimum pitch, and it won't be the same as mine, so don't just copy me in terms of sound there, is put your fingers over your ears, do a siren of your voice, start at the top and work your way down. Eventually, with your fingers over your ears, you will feel a natural place where your voice becomes resonant. Stop there and hold it. That will be your optimum pitch. So for me, it goes like this. So do that 3 times just to check you've got to your optimum pitch, and then that is the note that you're going to hold as you push it out. Not push it out, send it out. So that's your optimum pitch. That's where you want to keep focusing on that note. So then say and intone your first phrase. So when I used to do this shouting out the window at Hampton Court, it was, have you seen the king? So that's what I normally say now. So it's, have you seen the king? Again. Ma, have you seen the king? And then build onto it by then repeating the line starting on your optimum pitch. Ma, have you seen the king? Have you seen the king? Have you seen the king? So now we're talking on our optimum pitch. It's the most resonant part of our voice. It means that we don't have to work as hard when we're projecting. So it's really important to find that. And it helps to use the first phrase of whatever you're going to say, whether it's good morning or welcome, whatever. So just try it and then practice saying your first line over and over with that again. You can then add things like tongue twisters on that optimum pitch to try and work the face again. So I've got 2 that I use. Ken Dodd's dad's dog's dead. And then she could do she sells seashells on the seashore. It's the other one I use. So, Ma, have you seen the king? Have you seen the king? Ken Dodd's dad's dog's dead. Ken Dodd's dad's dog's dead. Then once you've got it, you can start to move up and down, but always come back to that note to start. Ken Dodd's dad's dog's dead. Ken Dodd's dad's dog's dead. She sells seashells on the seashore. Always coming back to your optimum pitch. I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry. Then at some point, the only other 2 things that I would get you to do are just a simple siren up and down. You can do this before or after the last exercise. So on it, the sound NG. Keep going and go to the extreme. So the more you open your mouth, the less tension you're encouraging in. Keep checking for tension and release it. And then last but not least, this is one of my favourites. Using the full range of your voice, you're going to do that really wide open sound again. So ma, and open up your body at the same time. Ma, then bring it in. Mini, 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 mini. Mini, 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 mini. Ma. Mini, 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 mini. Ma. Mini, 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 mini. What else can I tell you? Good one. Mango, banana. Mango, banana. I like that too. I think that's it for vocal exercises in terms of warming up, get rid of tension, and that's about 12 minutes without all the talking from me, maybe a bit longer. 15 minutes is probably about what you need to warm up. Couple of things to say about rooms and stuff. So if you have the opportunity before you speak in a room, just walk around the outside of the room. So just your brain gets an idea of the span of the room. It will take in more and it will speak at a more natural volume for that room instead of pushing or not projecting enough. Once you've done your warm-up and it's done well and you've really gone for it, then don't worry. If your voice gets a bit croaky, do not hold back. Just remember that the warm-up is done and continue to talk with your full voice. Because as soon as we start pulling back or we start worrying that our voice isn't working, we're just going to introduce all the tension again, and then you have to just work as hard to get rid of it. People worry a lot that when they're sick, that their voice won't work, and actually it's the sort of protecting and the shoulders and everything else which does more damage and gets rid of the voice working quicker. And then I'm just going to keep saying it's really important, if you are in a big room, don't think about pushing your voice forward to the back. Think just as much about pushing the sound up and behind you and filling all of this space. Otherwise, our throat almost becomes a rigid tunnel if we're forcing it forward. You hear some of the boys in Armour do this, but they're so determined to get the sound forward that actually they just create this tension again, this rigid tunnel in their voice, and it just needs to be free and easy. So send it up, send it back, send it to the side, send it over there, and I'm sure you'll be fine. If you have any questions, then let me know, and I'll try and help. If you have anything specific about stuff you find, then again, I can try and come up with something for you. Great, see you on Monday.